Hi, Tiny. Hi, Tiny. Come here, my sweet old lady. Tiny girl. Is that my tiny girl? Girlfriend, you are a mess and a half. Yes, you are. Hey, Tiny. What's up? Yeah, I got some crazy tennis shoes, don't I? That's some crazy shoes, ain't it? You're not used to them shoes, are you? Neither am I. Yep. I went to Walmart. I haven't been anywhere in 6 months. And I went into Walmart because I cannot buy shoes. Hi, Tiny. I can't buy shoes without trying them on. The only thing I found, I had bought these shoes right here before, not because I especially liked them, because they're the only things that fit, before the bovine excrement hit the fan. And, yeah. And that's the only thing I had. Well, normally I take my good shoes, I wear them until they wear out, then I make them my chicken shoes, my barn shoes, and then I get me a new pair of shoes. Well, these were the last pair I had, and my chicken shoes were wearing out. I needed a new pair of chicken shoes. So I was going to have to make these my barn shoes, but I had nothing else to replace them. So I had to go buy me some shoes. Well, our Walmart's very small and it's crappy, and the only thing I could find pretty much were basically these same shoes again. It was a miracle I found something that fits. I have a problem with finding shoes because my toe box is hey, tiny girl. My toe box is wide, but my heels are more narrow. Generally, boys' shoes, I'm a size that's kind of between boys and men's, like a 6 or something, and that fits me better because the toe boxes are usually wider for men than women. Why they think women have pointy feet, I'll never know. I've never known a woman to have a pointed foot. I don't understand high heels. I don't understand pointed toes. But I got another pair of these, and I got another pair of shoes that are slip-ons that fit, but they were $12 and something, and I'm thinking, this is not a $12 pair of shoes. Now, I know to most people that's a crappy pair of shoes, but that's usually all I spend on mine. I was willing to spend 50 bucks on a pair of shoes for once, but my Walmart has nothing of that kind. Most shoes were gone. So anyway, I go into town, and even though we have one small Walmart, it was built within the last 5 years or so, 5 or 6 years. I don't like the new changes. Our world, our abnormal world we live in now, they had 2 people at checkout lines, and everybody else had to do self-serve. So therefore, since everybody was buying a bunch of stuff, my husband had to scan his own stuff, take it out of the cart, scan it, put it in the cart, another cart. And then he had to bag his own groceries. I was taking him and putting them in the other cart, another cart, and so that hurt his back. Thanks so much, Walmart. Of course, they have their ridiculously useless policy of you have to wear a mask, and everybody was wearing cloth masks, the kind that don't protect against viruses of any kind. As you know, if you have looked at the warning on any box, I posted it in my community section. After it took a few times, I had to change my picture because YouTube wouldn't post it. Someone had written above it, then why are you wearing one? And underlined the thing that says it does not protect against COVID-19. So, yeah. Hey, Tiny, what you doing? Nobody'll free range. Come here, Tiny girl. Nobody'll free range with Tiny because Emily's the only one with you, huh? It's the first time she's been out of her pen in months. Hi, Tiny. Poor old Tiny. She's 10 years old, and she's so old. I know, such an old girl, huh? Anyway. Tiny, really? I don't know what to say. My first trip into town in 6 months was very unsatisfying, I will say. A lot of stuff had been built since I was there, although really it's stuff that should have been completed, but I guess they're having a hard time finding workers. And, yeah, Tiny, are you still talking? Are you still talking? her friend Emily, who's in my black rock, who's the only one left in that pen now since Panda died, Emily's crowing. And I mean, it's a good crow. It's a really good crow. It's not caterwauling like Cora does, Besh's daughter. That sounds more like a cow bellowing. This is an actual crow. I don't know why Emily's crowing all of a sudden. She hadn't had a rooster in years. But anyway, I was not very happy with my first trip back. And I think now, like Poxitani Phil, I'm going to go back into my little hole and hide for another 6 months. Maybe this time I won't come out for a year now that I have a pair of shoes. Hey, Tiny, what's up, girl? I know. And as I predicted, I had a hard time with the mask thing. My husband had gone to the doctor. He had to go to his cardiologist. He went to the doctor, and the doctor had handed him a mask, a cloth mask that doesn't protect against viruses. Why? I'm not sure. I'm thinking, why did the doctor's office hand you this stupid mask? It's useless. It just makes somebody else feel better. And half the time I couldn't breathe. My glasses fogged up. I was having a hard time with my knee. My knee was wrapped. It hurt all day after that. I was on a lot of painkillers after I got back. Tiny, where are you going? I was on a lot of painkillers after I got back. All day long. It ached so bad after standing on it a long time. And because of that, I was actually breathing harder. It was so hot under that stupid thing. Half the time I didn't have it on my face anyway. But I was surprised to see that everybody was complying with their little company mandate. I thought that was unusual. I expected a few more rebels. Although, if you really think about it, there's not a whole lot of actual Southerners who live here anymore. A lot of them are from New York, New Jersey, Florida, but originally from New York and New Jersey. Yeah, not the locals. And a lot of these people were older. I don't know. I think they're at risk, I guess. I don't know. I'm about to turn 64 in a few months, and I don't feel I'm at, and especially at any risk. Like I said, I have not had the flu in probably over 40 years, and I've never had a flu shot. I will never take one. I think the people who might be getting sick may have taken the flu shots. I think it might. My husband's theory is it makes you more susceptible to whatever this is going around. It's almost like a precursor and sets you up to be infected by this. So that's his theory. I don't know if there would be any validity to that, but I wouldn't put it past. I would say it's not impossible. I don't think anything's impossible anymore. But, yeah, Tiny has left me here, so she's off wandering around. She hasn't been out for ages. So she's going to wander around by herself. Bless her heart, she has no group anymore. She started out being in Isaac's group, my Delaware rooster. And she was his gatekeeper. He'd go off duty at 5 o'clock. He'd bow his head, go to sleep, and she'd be on duty. And if you went back into that coop after locking up, oh my gosh, you went back to that coop after locking up, that girl, she would attack. She would come flying at you like with her hackles all flared out like a cobra and be flogging. She couldn't see. She couldn't see who was coming in. I think I'm hearing thunder, and it wasn't supposed to rain today. Holy crud. I give up on forecasts. I swear I do. Yeah, see, the sky's getting kind of overcast and dark over yonder. But I was not happy on my trip out. It wasn't satisfying at all, except that at least I know when I wanted to buy something, I put it in my cart. I did take a big chunk of, as I said in my community section, I took a big chunk of cash that I had put aside, and I spent it on SHTF supplies, including extra socks, extra underwear, a lot of things that weren't food, extra hose for the garden that I'm so tired of it kinking, lighters, matches, extra stuff to put away in my food supplies, Just a lot of different stuff. There were no canning supplies except for the little tiny 4-ounce jelly jars, wide mouth jelly jars, and I got some of those for next year. But I'm going to stand up here. It's a little awkward sometimes me standing up because it's very painful. Ouch. Oh, where Tiny went. Where did she go? Tiny, where did you go, girl? Yeah, I think we're going to get some rain this afternoon in spite of it not being in the forecast. Tiny, where'd you go? Oh, I got to clean out from under. We've been trying to clean out the basement. I've been getting... Oh, there she is. I've been getting my canning jars out of boxes and stuff and putting them on shelves in another room. And we've got a lot of jars. And a lot of those jars came from my father's house. So some of those jars are probably 60 years old or more. Hey there, Tiny. You found the hole, huh? Can't see a thing, but you found you a hole. Good girl. Good girl, Tiny. You're such a goober. Oh, I still haven't gotten this limb up. But, I don't know. I'm not going to go out with a mask over my face. That doesn't do any good. I have a really good immune system. I left a doctor who pushed vaccines, and he poo-pooed a strong immune system. He said people just got sick because they got old. And he just did not value strengthening an immune system at all. He thought there was no value in that. And I was so sick of the man. I hope my new doctor is not that kind. If she is, I don't have to put up with her but for another year. Anyway, I've got that first box full. I'm filling the big one down there. I'm filling one here, and we still haven't built that one. My husband's back has been bad, and needless to say, my knee has. But we're going to work on it. What is monkey grass down here around the little peony bush? This monkey grass. I forgot what the other name of it is. I always called it monkey grass. A lot of people don't like it because they say it's invasive. I love it. I grew up with monkey grass lining my mama's sidewalks, and that came from my dad's house, actually. I like monkey grass. I don't know. I'm going to buck the system. I don't care. I like it. What are you doing, you crazy woman? What's the matter? I better go. I'm rambling too much. But, yeah, I just thought I'd tell you about my trip into town. I didn't like it. I don't like the way everything's set up. I don't like the way things have changed. And it was unnecessary. Totally. In the aisle, put little arrows pointing to the aisles, which way you go. I didn't even notice them. I didn't pay any attention to those because I frankly didn't even notice them. My husband mentioned something about an arrow, and I said, "What arrow?" I don't even pay attention to those arrows. I said I go whichever way I want to go to get what I gotta get. I don't care. Yeah, look, we're gonna get some rain here. Looks like. That's pointing south. That's coming up from the south. Yeah, I think we're going to get some rain. Tiny, I got to go put little crazy woman back in her pen. She's just following me around like a sad puppy dog because she ain't got nobody else. I am her flock. Bless your heart. I'll come get you, Tiny. I'll talk to y'all later. That's enough rambling. But, I know. I'm not going to... I ain't wearing no stinking mask. I'm not wearing no mask. I am exempt. I'm exempt per... Walmart doesn't get to make my medical decisions for me. You know, people say it's a dress code. They can tell you no shirt, no shoes, no service. Well, that's a dress code. But wearing a mask over your face is not a dress code. Wearing a mask or not is a medical decision, in my opinion. And some retailer doesn't get to make medical decisions for me. And if I can't walk in there without a mask, I just won't ever walk in there. So, and I didn't even wear it half the time. I let it hang below my mouth because I can't talk with that thing on. I'm not going to do it. The last time I wore a mask like that was when I was going into surgery for my broken ankle. About 7 years ago? 7 years ago. Or 8 years ago. 8 years ago. 7 or 8 years ago. I can't remember when. Tiny, you're just following me everywhere. Well, I'm going now, so, you know, I'm not sick. I haven't even seen anybody except my husband for, 6 months. So, it ain't going to protect nobody else from me because I don't have nothing that they need protecting from. And, You know, if they're sick, they need to stay home. Sick people need to stay home. Well people could go somewhere. Don't give me the crap about being asymptomatic. You can say that and that's a nice little catch-all. Oh, they're asymptomatic. That could be anybody. A lot of people are not contagious if they're not symptomatic. But anyway, Tiny, we're going home, aren't we? Come on, Tiny, let's go. See what you're following me. Come on, Tiny, let's go, girlfriend. Look at my pears. Oh my goodness, look at my pears. Look at my pears. Look at all my pears. I'm going to have me some pear preserves this year. That's one good thing about this year. I will have pear preserves. I will have lots and lots of pears. Yep. I think it's the best harvest ever on these. Catch y'all later. Bye.